What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic night. I currently am at Rituals Beauty Bar, the beautiful Chelsea's little esthetician shop here. I took her little stand here, and I've got my phone. What a wild day it has been. Just got done earlier today at an interview. Went well, got the job, big one, really excited. Went and visited family, and as I'm heading home, well, the Eagles, they go ahead and hire their offensive coordinator. So, of course, I was out on the road, pulled over to the gas station, made the graphics because I wanted to get the conversation started. And, well, I had to come here to come get her, and yeah, I just figured we'd do the show here because it's going to be really late until I get home. So, let's rock and roll here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all taking the time here tonight. This is definitely a curveball here. We joked about it. I'm sure it's going to be some random dude that we're not even talking about. And dude, we've talked about like 50 people here on this show. Sean Mannion, not one of them, dude. So we get the former Packers quarterback coach here, and that's okay. As I said during that show, there's hundreds of people we could talk about. There's going to be, coordinators. There's going to be run game coordinators. There's going to be all kinds of positional coaches, quarterback coaches, and that's okay. They are the ones that get to interview these people. We're not there. I have no idea what was said, but you look at a guy like Sean Mannion, and he just was playing a couple of years ago. He's 33. Holy hell, I'm old. But that's, obviously going to concern people, but not to me. The fact that he played, he knows the game, right? And he's going to be able to, really, I think it should help with the players. I really think that somebody that's been in the game and recently, he's, still a young guy, knows the game and played for Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell. He's been under Udinski, who was one of the people a lot of guys were talking about, but, under LaFleur, under a lot of these guys that I really feel you can learn a lot from. And this is the kind of thing where I have no idea. He's never called plays before, so I don't know what kind of offense. Is it going to be like a variation of this West Coast? Are we going to see a lot of spread and pre-snap motion and pre-snap reads, just allowing Jalen Hurts to make things easier for everybody around him and get back to that Super Bowl caliber team? And that's what we want. And a lot of people, oh, it's not a name I know, and I made a joke, but I'm serious. At the same time, a lot of people complaining, and it's like, well, here's the thing, more than half, about 95% of our media and fans don't even know the players on the team. Who? What? So they don't even know who's on our team, but I'm supposed to expect them to be experts on coaches of other teams? Give me a break. I'll pass. I think I'll trust in Howie, Jeffrey, Nick. And if this is the guy that they want, let's rock and roll. I'm all about it. But Doyle, my man, let's go. And Scoob, it's going to cost you money. You want to see these bad boys. But look, I think that you look at his very short history of work. Let me see. I've got it on the phone here, so this is going to be interesting. But this was really hard to put together. I'm not going to lie to you. Here is his coaching history. So 2024 starts off as an offensive assistant. This is right after he retires from the game of football. And then last year, quarterbacks coach for the Packers. So yeah, he's only been coaching for a couple years, but he's been playing it and good enough to make it to the NFL. So pretty sure as a quarterback, he's got a bright mind for the game. Again, I have no idea what he's going to be running here, what kind of offense or God forbid, whatever the hell's happening here. But I just think that this timing based, the kind of, the rhythm we want to see, that up tempo, I think you could see these things. We talk about, again, the people he has worked with, whether that be, McVay, O'Connell, Shane Waldron even was in there. I know I mentioned LaFleur, but Clint Kubiak is one of the names that was in there. Dave Canales he's worked with. So, yeah, his resume may not look the greatest, but that doesn't always mean everything, and I know, trust me, because I talked about it. I would like someone with some experience. That would be nice, but doesn't mean that has to be that way. And we talked about a bunch of candidates that didn't have play calling experience or, were an integral part of helping with that play calling, happening on game days by doing things throughout the week. So some of these guys are more prepared than others. I think a guy that's been a quarterback, we've seen it with Kellen Moore, not exactly a great quarterback in the NFL, but good backup with a bright mind. Now, I have no idea. He's not Kellen Moore, and he's also not Andy Reid because, oh, a former Packers assistant that nobody knows. Yeah, I hear it. I get you, and I love it. But these are all different people, and I have no idea what was said in these interviews because he got himself a second interview here, and we talked about this was the list from the other day from the people that we were talking to here were the people that were still available. I know today they had said Grizzard was in for another interview, but Mannion is the guy they went with. So I mean, there were a lot of names and a lot of names that we know more than others, but it has nothing to do with the names. And I tell you this every time, every coaching search, it's hilarious. The only one I've ever been right and loved was the Vic Fangio because, and I know I was alone on that, but I think people see why. But I don't really sit here and study the coordinators of other teams. I mean, I know who a lot of them are. I will be honest with you, but yeah. But when times like this come, I try to learn as much as I can about as much as I can. And when they said they were interviewing him. I put together a graphic. We were going to have another show, but obviously I got a little busy. Had to chop the old mane off and get myself a nice job. So I've been a little busy here, and I apologize for that. But I told you I'd keep you up to date the best I could, and we'd talk about this new coordinator. Thing is, he's got about nothing that we could sit here and look at with tape other than what I just mentioned, with all of those coaches he's worked with, all of these new, like he's bringing a new flavor, whether people like it or not. Like he really has been part of some really awesome systems that I don't think he sat there with his thumb up his ass. That's how he made those teams. And again, yeah, he wasn't the starter, but look at Kellen Moore. When these guys are picking up things from really great coaches and are able to, find their own way, you never know. Maybe we just found a diamond in the rough. And as much as people, "Oh, I wanted Mike McDaniel, I wanted Brian Dable," these same people would be crying next year then. "Oh, he left. How stupid Howie and Nick are for hiring him." You got to understand, all these people are just bitch made and want to whine and complain about everything. So no matter who it was going to be, as I told you throughout this process, people are going to be pissed. The media is going to do their best. "Oh, I knew it. Everybody sucks. I hate everyone." If you would have seen the Chiefs or the Bills or someone higher Sean Mannion, they would have talked about how this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. They would have been, "Oh my God, they're so smart. I can't believe they got him before no." They're talking about that Davis Webb right now, the coordinator there with the Broncos. Not coordinator, he's like a quarterback coach. The dude has coached, I think, one more year than ours, and he played less. Mannion actually was in the NFL longer. So, hey, man, they talk about that dude like he's the second coming, and who knows? But the Eagles, sorry, if the Eagles hire him, I nobody was safe. It didn't matter who it was. If we would have hired Dable, they would have said it was stupid. If we would have hired Mike McDaniel, it would have been stupid. It would no matter what we do, they're going to hate us, and I don't mind that. But it's just funny to see. And well, this team has a very great roster, and we're going to lose some pieces and we're going to add some pieces. Believe it or not, it happens every year. People get confused about it all the time, but that's just a part of the business. So the new pieces they bring in, they build around the foundation they have, and with good coaching, anything's possible. We obviously know Sirianni's a good head coach. You don't have one of the best percentages in history without being good. But you hear a lot of dumb people talk about firing everyone, trading. These are the people that wanted to fire Howie Roseman and trade Jalen Hurts. You got to understand that they just hear something from the media, and that's what they stick with. That's okay. Um, People don't like the Eagles. For me, I do, and I want to know everything about the Eagles and understand. So when we're good, I like it. I know those people are miserable, but I want more Super Bowls. And if we can have a head coach that does that, along with the defensive coordinator, and now bringing in a young offensive coordinator who might actually stick around for a couple of years. And maybe he does have great ideas. Maybe he went in there and really wowed them. I just had an interview today that they said would take about 20 minutes, half hour. I was in there for an hour and a half, and I didn't even get home before they called and offered me the job. Sometimes you just go ahead and you put on a damn good interview. So, Sean Mannion, if that's what you did, hell yeah, brother. And I have no idea what you're going to bring to the table. I did see someone post something at one point. It was hilarious, and it was like the Packers were 31st in the league in hitch routes, where the Eagles were number one. I really think you're going to see a much different offense here. And again, I have no idea because he's never done it, but I think he's got some great people around him. And I think this is going to allow, Sirianni and Stoutland and everyone to be a part of this, machine, but be on the same page. And I think last year there was, for whatever reason, a disconnect and kind of, I felt stagnant, like and I don't want to just blame it on Patullo because it was definitely a team effort there. But just not being on the same page, I felt like half the time, and I feel like really just you have to adjust with the game. People watch you. They are good defensive coordinators, good defensive players that are going to learn what you're good at, and you've got to be able to adapt. And I think that's what they're trying to do here with a 33-year-old who maybe he's one of the brightest minds. Maybe he's the next Sean McVay. You know what I mean? It's who knows? Who knows who he's going to be? But I know I'm not going to be miserable because I just told you all the coaches he has played under, coached with here for only a couple years. But again, when you're playing, you're definitely learning that system. And, when you're coaching, you're doing the same. And I think that he's got a lot of great systems that I would really be intrigued to see what he puts on the table. I mean, we can sit here and people can be miserable they want, but this dude might come out and really have this offense humming, and we might want to turn back on that. So let's just give it a chance. It's kind of like with Nick Sirianni or Andy Reid when everybody wants to fire them. I'm trying to sit here and just explain that maybe patience, it is a virtue. So let's just be patient and see what happens. So let's go. But Malik Willis and former Aaron, some interesting. Well, you did good with Love and Malik Willis there. I think they're obviously his coaching isn't how they play. Like he can help with that, but we have no idea. Obviously he's only had 2 years experience. As an assistant and then a quarterback coach. So, yeah, we could sit here and say his resume doesn't have this, that, but I like what you're saying, right? Look what he did with Malik Willis in his 1 year when he had to step in for Jordan Love and having his quarterback prepared. So, that's the kind of stuff you're looking for. And as I just mentioned, when you have guys like Kubiak, McVay, and O'Connell in front of you that you're learning from, eh, you're lucky, man. That would be a blessing to play for them. Could you imagine what you would learn? I'd be all for it. So hell yeah, but let me know how you guys feel about this move. I know a lot of people going to be angry, but I kind of just expect that at all times. But I just noticed that's Eagles color. I'm gonna have to start using this. Add effects using hand gestures. Turn on reactions to express yourself during a video call. That's really weird. I don't know why that notification's popping up, but cool. But it's not always about quantity, it's about quality in my book. I'm all about it, brother, and I appreciate that. I do my best, and you gotta come to terms with it. I have. We live in a world that people prefer misinformation. They would want me to come here and tell you we're trading AJ Brown. Vic Fangio has been fired. I could be like every other D bag out there and tell you things that are never going to happen, or I could be that one source that you always feel comfortable about going to, saying, "Damn, I know if I go to that guy's page, if he's not talking about it, it's probably not real." And over the years, I've been able to build that reputation, and it's an honor to have you guys and a lot of you that are new or just tuning in or whatever. Some of you that have been here, I appreciate that, man. I do because I pride myself on the truth. And me and my pop had a great talk tonight, and just talking about that, I've always stood up for what's right and what's true. And my escape is football. So when you start messing with that, I mean, if you follow me, you don't want to mess with me in life. But with my Eagles, dude, now you're messing with my escape, and I don't like that. And I love my birds, and I just want to have a place where you guys and I can come and love our birds. And when we're pissed, we be pissed together. And when we need to talk about what needs to be fixed, we talk about that. And I just really think that it was needed, right? Everywhere I looked in social media, it was, and this was at like the beginning. I was sick in the hospital, but I was just like nothing else to do. And I'm like, holy shit! And my thought process was, why does not anyone that talks about football know anything about it? Like, because when I'm reading it, I can tell these people have never picked up a ball or dude or are stuck 20 years in the past. You can tell. So I thought, why don't I give these people a little something different, right? Give them somebody that actually knows what they're talking about, somebody that gets things right and brings you actual things that happen. And I'm one of the only people that can do that. So I take pride in that. So thank you. And you guys enjoy it. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This job I just got, man, is about to be quite time consuming. I'm gonna be traveling all over PA. So, whenever I get chances, like if things happen, I'll be making videos when I can. But it's definitely it's gonna hurt a little bit, guys. But on the weekends, I'm gonna do my best to just start trying to do like think instead of like how we did Fan Friday, like a sicko Sunday, where we have a day where we know we can all get together and enjoy because and then once the season starts, obviously we'll have the pregame, postgame, all that. But it's going to be wild, man. I don't know. Next season, I might have to cut down a little bit on certain things just because, as a traveling salesman, like it's gonna be long, long days and nights a lot of times. But just know I love you, and I'm always going to be posting and doing the videos when I get home and get to the hotel or can park at the gas station. Know that I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here, but just understand it's going to be hard for me. I'm not going to be able to be the first one to break the news for you, do all that stuff. That, unfortunately, I did it for years, and the masses hated it, and they didn't want that kind of information. They didn't like that I made friends with people that work for the Eagles and work with the Eagles, and that really bummed them out. That they were able to know that we were signing Saquon Barkley like 6 hours before anyone in the national media knew, and a few of you, enjoyed that. I know a lot of you guys love the fact that I'm able to give you stuff before anyone else, but I'm not here to upset people. So I don't try to do that anymore. I don't try to be first. I don't try to give you guys stuff. I just hold on to it myself. I don't want to upset people by, getting things right. That's not what I'm here to do, man. I just want to enjoy my Eagles. And for those of you that do, we're gonna have a I've really been mapping things out for like channel members. What I want to do is like provide certain shows that I do have. I want to give them, an opportunity to have a little something different because it's just those people have really been supporting, and I just want to give back something. I've got a lot of plans here, but like I said, with this job, it's going to be very intriguing. So we'll see, man. But I love you guys, and I really got to get rolling out here. As you can see, I literally went to this interview. I got done at 3:30. I stopped at my mom's. I didn't even get to leave visiting her and my grandparents till like 6:30. I made that graphic in a Rutter's gas station that when I saw that we signed Shaw Mannion. It's been very stressful, but I still have not been home. I'm still dressed like it's ridiculous with these dress shoes and socks and pants, and I feel really weird. But hey, look, I love you guys. I hope you know that. And I tried to get here as quick as I could. But I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. I'm glad you guys are always showing up, no matter when I'm showing up myself. But thank you, Doyle. I appreciate you, man. All of you guys, awake, all of you. You guys are way too kind. I love you. And we definitely are, man, awake to that. We are one. It was a good conversation as well I had with my grandfather today. He made me feel really good, man. Just hearing him, someone that backs me up, that, I'm very vocal about doing what's right and standing up to the trash bags in this world. So, yeah, fuck ice and go birds. And that's how I roll. But, what needs you? I'll be, hey, man, I appreciate that, dude. And that's the thing. I know you guys will keep showing up. Tiffany, let's go. But, Doc, my man, I did, my friend. I did. Let me try to catch up. Looks like looks like you got a new job. I did, Tiffany. Let's go. Yeah, so I got the call on Tuesday. They wanted to do a phone interview. I was like, yeah, sure. I did it. They loved it. And then they were like, hey, would you be able to come down to the office? It was only like 40 minutes away from me. And I was like, yeah. And they wanted to do it Wednesday. And I was like, well, if we could do it Thursday. So yesterday, I can't believe it's gone, bro. Like it was like almost, I think, like 7, 8 years of having. Ooh, that hair was growing, maybe, and I obviously trimmed off the beard and everything. I just feel really weird, but it was worth it. Renewal by Anderson is a great company, and you guys know I was promised by my last job that I would be, doing all this stuff with the sales, and I was doing all these things. And then when they started trying to mess with my money, that's where we have issues. So I decided I was going to stay patient and really find that job that I know that I've worked hard enough in my life that I don't need that physical labor anymore, dude. I've got cirrhosis of the liver. I'm good at sales. It's time to make money doing it. And this is a very, high ticket price kind of job where this is the dream, dude, where I can buy a home and like have you guys come hang out. We can like do events. Like that is I don't think you guys understand the struggles of the last 10 years of my life. Once I got this disease, it has turned my life upside down, and I've done nothing but fight through it and, work these jobs and be promised these things. And what's awesome is I've continued doing this the whole time, and you guys have been right there with me. And some of you obviously, we just met or whatever, you've been here a year, but it's so cool that like you guys remind me of like a certain year or like, oh yeah, I came in when this was happening. It's just so cool that you guys continue to show up, and you guys are family to me, and I love that. And you guys are pumped when, I get jobs and stuff, and even when times are dark, you guys are there for me. I lose someone or you guys lose someone. I see you guys sharing the love down there in the chat, and that means the world to me because that was a good conversation we had tonight too. Just like always extending my hand and like meaning it because I know this world is in a crazy place and I just want people to know I'm there for them. And I think that's helped me in sales and stuff, actually giving a crap about people. But you guys have always been there for me. I can't thank you enough. You guys are right there with everybody else in the fam. You are the fam. So let's go. But looks different, like Jimmy's getting. Yeah, I do look different. It is really creeping me out. Like, and the slick back look, like, I don't do well with short hair. I hate putting stuff in my hair. But I do understand the game and I will play the game. That's what we're about to do because, they were talking about, like, if you're not making 150K in the first year, I'm like, how much did you say? And I know maybe to some people, like, it's nothing. I don't. I have not. I have not come close to that. And I have done nothing but work hard at the jobs I've had. And unfortunately, we live in a country where, we can't even up our minimum wage, but it's a conversation for another day. But I have worked my ass off. My life has been very intense at times. And, I really believed that I could get a job like this. And now I just got it. You know what I mean? I didn't do anything yet. It's time to go prove it now. You can get the job, you can get hired, you can have a great interview. But let's see what we look like on Sundays, baby. That's what it's all about. So could be a game changer, man. I really like I have had so many awesome dreams for this. Like a great computer, just all these things. And it's like every time I get close to saving up for this or that, something happens. And again, what's awesome is you guys continue showing up no matter what. If I'm sitting here on a phone, I'm in the hospital on my phone, I'm on a laptop at the beach, no matter where, you guys are tuning in, and that's awesome. But love you guys, man, and look, hey, thank you very much, Duck. It's really, really weird. I'm getting freaked out a little bit, but you guys are making me feel better. Hey, man, thank you, and that is something I was trying to tell myself the whole ride there. Usually I pump myself up with music and I silent for the whole 40-minute drive, man. I was just deep in like thought and prayer and just really just taking it all in, man, and trying to really just feel the positive vibes. And ugh, it was a wild day, man. Just I've been waiting for this moment. I really have. And you guys been right there watching me, somehow doing physical labor again, getting tricked into that. I don't know. Tiffany, I see your damn comment. Um, yeah, I get the Howie, and it's this big hog right here that I think people think I look like Howie, but that's funny. I don't mind it. I didn't know this has literally been my hairdo every time I like cut it short. This is what I go with, like the 50s, 60s slick back outlaw gangster look. That's just the only do I know other than the long drifter. But I'm glad you guys like it. But thank you very much. The all the good vibes, all the prayers, all the you guys are awesome, dude. Always make me feel good, and just know, like I said, don't think I'm going anywhere, man. It's just gonna make it a little crazier. But there's times where I might be waiting in a certain city, a couple hours. You'll get a show. I'll make some graphics. Like, you know me, dude. I'm a true sicko. I mean, I was doing this while I was, working 10, 12-hour days and then doing leads at night. So don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm just gonna have a lot more opportunity to do better things for you. Better equipment, better. Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this moment, ladies and gentlemen, and I know you have too. So appreciate you bearing with me. But I'm taking this off this little stand because it's annoying me. And oh man, what a day! What a day! Like, I can't tell you. I usually don't dress like this. I look ridiculous. Got the gray slacks on and the nice brown shoes. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting, but I'm sorry to. This is one of Chelsea's employees' rooms that I'm in, but they were like doing stuff out there. I had to come help stuff, but I was like, I'm gonna go do my show in here, so I'm hiding. Maybe I'll give myself a massage down here on this table. I know, but I love you guys. I hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you all. Your kind words again, man. It means the world to me. But awake. You gotta understand these son of a they call me Howie's brother and this, that, and I laugh, I'm his long lost son, even though we're only a few years apart. But no, I think that's hilarious that you guys think I look like Howie Roseman. Too funny, too effing funny. I definitely don't see it, but the nose, maybe the nose is where it's at. But I know you are ride or dies. That's why I love you, Tiffany. You guys are awesome, and we can do and you can do it. Yeah, man, exactly. And this is that moment. I know you've been here, Duck. You've been seeing me, man. I've been trying to stay patient, and this was the job I was promised with the previous job. And I worked my tail off just to grow that business and get crapped on. But you know what? You didn't hear me talking down about them or complaining. Hey, man, like Tiff said, your loss. Time to go. Bang this baby out, baby. I'm pumped. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, right? Businessman. Mm. I didn't wear a tie. I was like, that's a little too much, right? We don't want to do that. I had Chelsea to help me, though. The dark blue shirt with the dark gray pants and the belt. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is where my life has been waiting to be, though. So I love you guys. I'm drifting off now, but yo, Lion's Den. Appreciate you. We got Pastor D up in the house. I just want to tell you I love you, man. And I appreciate you tuning in. I have been rambling on. I know Chelsea has been waiting for me, so I really have to go. But yeah, I've been rambling off about my job. Somebody else who had a good interview, Sean Mannion, he got the job too. Well, guess we both got, hey, we got hired on the same day. How about that, old Sean? Let's go kick some ass. Let's go win both of our respective Super Bowls. But I love you guys. Hope you're doing well. That light is too much. But I'm really, really grateful for you guys and all your kind words. Reach out. You guys know if you need anything, I am always here for you. And I mean it. You need something just to talk. You are struggling somewhere, whatever it is, man. I'm here for you. And I'll do anything I can to help you because you guys are always here for me. And I love you. Hope you're having a great week. I'm doing a Fan Friday, by the way. Just know that's coming tomorrow. So I'm going to see you then. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff because I'm getting ready that how to create cap space. Gonna get that out right before I start this job, so you guys at least have that info. But have yourselves a great rest of your night. I hope to see you for a little Fan Friday tomorrow. But Sean Mannion, welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go win that Super Bowl. But have yourselves a great rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this bad boy, subscribe down below. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds! Go birds!
Go birds!